President of Shelby American. Now you've got the founder and CEO of RTR, and Vaughn is going to celebrate a lot of the things, talk about a lot of the things in Ford Performance, not just here, but of course he's going to sit in on our panel. And yes, he is taking applications for mechanics on the drift team, is that right?
Yeah, we're always looking for good people. I mean, we definitely are.
So we have 50 young people from the area who are all interested in the automotive industry.
Very cool.
And I know we want to save a little bit for a little bit later, but tell everybody about RTR and what you guys are doing today.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, just to start it out is like everything that I've built and everything you see here and what you may know about me has all been built off of passion. Like I literally wake up every day. I mean, obviously there's bad days, but I live my passion every day. And I think like that's the greatest thing, advice that I can give anybody that is thinking about what to do with the rest of their life is like, get involved in something that you love and you're passionate about, because that old cliche of if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, like I am that proof of that. And you know, we all as humans on earth have the opportunity to define what it is that we're going to do, period, right? Like life doesn't happen to us, we make life happen, you know, and that's the mindset that, you know, needs to be lived with on a daily basis. So for me, I grew up as a car guy. My dad was a used car salesman, and I have just always loved cars. And so growing up, you know, once I got a car, every dollar I spent was on working on my car. Then I fell in love with drifting and just chose to chase that dream. And throughout getting involved with Mustang, in 2005 I bought my first Mustang. There was no relationship with Ford. I wanted to bring some American muscle into this import-dominated sport, and Ford had debuted this concept car called the Mustang GTR when they debuted the S197 Mustang, and I just thought it was cool as shit. I fell in love with it, and that was when I was like, all right, let's bring some American muscle into this sport. And it was the first Mustang that really appealed to me. I was not a Mustang guy growing up. I gravitated towards imports, and reflection is because I just wanted to have something different than what my father and my grandfather were into. And imports were that. They were new, it was very fresh in, you know, America, and that's where the young culture was, and that's what I gravitated towards. Once I bought that Mustang, I fell in love with the car, I fell in love with the culture around Mustang, and what I realized was that there was nothing that spoke to me, that all the aftermarket and all the things, Ford was putting out great vehicles, but at the time, the things that were being done to them were very, in my perspective, stale. Again, I didn't want what my grandfather had, I didn't want what my dad had, I wanted something fresh, and everything was 5-spoke wheels, window louvers, stripes over the hood, and so I was inspired to create a new generation of Mustang, and that's how RTR started. Just from a passion of wanting to bring something fresh that would resonate with me, and I felt by me I was representing a new generation. And so that's how RTR started, again, just off of passion. And now it has expanded, you know, I don't want to say beyond my wildest dreams, but I mean, we're a strategic partner with Ford. We've been doing this for 10 years. I've helped Ford develop the vehicles that you guys see in their showrooms. I was, very instrumental in the drift brake that's on the S650s this year, and it's just grown into this unbelievable business and experience for myself and my 70 team members. You know, we are constantly, you know, developing, designing, engineering, and, you know, building vehicles based off of exclusively the Ford platform. I have a big passion for Ford, you know, and so that's where I put all of my energy. In addition to what we do with the production vehicles, which are over here, you can see the Mr. Chrome car, RTR Spec 3, our my personal white RTR Spec 3. Those are supercharged, over 800 horsepower. We work with Ford Performance for their blower and their power and their warranty and their durability testing on that. And then all of the parts, the suspension, everything, we design, engineer, and make happen in-house. And then we work with manufacturers that are experts at producing said part. The other side of the house, RTR, is our motorsports program. So we race on-road and drifting with Ben Hobson, who will be back here in a little bit. And we race off-road with Broncos with my partner, Lauren Healy. So in drifting and Formula Drift, we're about to win our second championship in a row. We've got James Dean and Ben who compete in that full-time, and I pop into a couple events each year. And then off-road, myself and Lauren are the drivers of that. And we have a full staff from, again, engineers who make the magic, decide the setups, look at the data and get the cars ready to do what we got to do and go win. Mechanics, from high-level mechanics that can do everything to parts changing mechanics, right? You have to start somewhere. We have a body guy, fabricator. I mean, we have the full gamut of any of the spaces that you guys could potentially, go into. So, with respect to that, we're always looking for good people. And the thing that I always share is that skills can be learned, but personality and mindset is very hard to shift. So the things that we look for is the ability, first of all, energy is very important to me, that you vibe, that you have a positive outlook in life, you're a glass half full type of person, not the type of person that worries about what's going to go wrong, but the type of person that knows what's going to go right and believes in that. Personality, being able to work with a team, being able to not get triggered because letting your emotions run you. Somebody that's here to give their all for our company, because all of this is bigger than any one person at our shop and at our company. And so, that mindset are the kind of things that as you guys think about getting into automotive, know the type of person that you are. Hey, I want to work with a team. Or no, I don't like people. I don't want to work with a team. I want to be in a corner working by myself. Know that about yourself as you start to think about what it is that you do. Know about yourself, the types of things and situations you like to be in. Are you a problem solver? Do you like to just be given direction and you just like to work? And those kind of things can kind of set you up for knowing that about yourself, can set you up for getting in the right position that is going to align with your path and the type of person that you are. Because at the end of the day, you are you, right? And no one knows you like yourself. And I also always suggest keeping your passions and realities in check. You might want to be a freaking astronaut, but you're scared to go over 10,000 feet in the air. You know what I mean? That's a passion, but it's not your reality. You know what I mean? So once you know yourself and the things that you enjoy, then you can start thinking about, hey, am I going to college to be an engineer, or am I going to UTI to a tech school that can, 6 months to a year, I have a job in my field of passion, and so, if I'm you guys thinking right now, those are the types of things that I would have liked to hear, at your age. And I was always somebody that just followed my heart and did stuff that I like to do, and I believe that the world and the universe, delivers on that type of mindset. Thank you. That's, I guess, a gist. We're going to have an hour inside for questions and things like that.
Absolutely.
Anything I didn't cover?
Nope. And Vaughn will be glad to answer any of your questions. He'll tell you stories, some of which may be true. So he'll get to share a lot of things with you. So be thinking about your questions. We're going to go back to Ford. We're going to do a little walk around with Ford, get our photos, and then we're going to head in and we're going to eat some pizza and listen to the wisdom from people like Vaughn Gittin Jr. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you all.
Anybody else excited about seeing Vaughn again?
I am.
All right.
Get your questions. We're happy to spend this time and share the brain. I know Gary from Shelby will be there, and he's a ball of knowledge as well. So, yeah.
All right.
Sweet. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Thank you, Vaughn.